I gotta give them back though. They're gonna be mad in a minute. So we're gonna have our president come in and introduce our chief guest tonight, Mr. Rakesh Gupta.
I think I'm taking most of the time and space here at the stage. Sorry guys if I'm boring you. I have with me Mr. Rahul Rasgotra. He's the counselor personnel at Indian Embassy in Washington DC. He's from Delhi and he's with the Indian Police Service. He has been to Pakistan, he has been to Kashmir, and he was posted previously in northeast of India. He represents Ministry of Home Affairs that liaisons with US agencies in the Washington DC area. One thing I know about Mr. Rasgotra before I give the mic to him is that he enjoys vacationing in Florida. Thank you, Mr. Rasgotra.
Thank you very much, Mr. Gupta. It's been a wonderful evening here. And your own singing was a revelation today. I must say you're all lucky to have such a talented president here of the association. You know, my wife and I, whenever we've traveled in the US, we have been really amazed at the amount of talent that this community has. In many ways, back home in India, people of our generation have tended to take our cultural heritage for granted. But it's so wonderful to see all of you remember the heritage, remember the culture, and also practice it from time to time at occasions like this. It is perhaps also symptomatic of the Indian community as a whole, as it reflects the talent, the energy, the drive in this community. And I'm here basically to tell you all that not only the Indian Embassy, but also the Government of India and the people of India recognize all of you here in this community for all your achievements. You have been part and parcel of the transformation that has taken place in Indo-US relations. Much of it is because of the recognition that you as a community have achieved here in the US. Our relationship, as you all know, is going deeper and stronger by the day and has a bright future. I might also mention here, now that I have this opportunity given to me by Mr. Gupta, that the Government of India is also keenly aware of all your concerns as a community in India. Many initiatives have been taken for Indian Americans in India. You are aware of the overseas citizenship of India that is now being granted. There are some new proposals that are under consideration for members of the community. I might mention the fact that there is a proposal to allow doctors from the US, from our community, to practice in India. That is being considered actively. The Prime Minister has also announced an Overseas Indian Facilitation Center in Delhi, which will help you with issues relating to investment and the economy. And there are a large number of other such initiatives that are in the pipeline in India. So thank you very much once again. Both my wife and I have enjoyed being here. It's a great privilege.
Thank you, Mr. Rasgotra. Mr. Rasgotra is accompanied by his beautiful wife, Gauri. Would you please stand up and be recognized? Thank you very much. I would like to invite now the Vice President of India Association, who would like to speak a few words.
Thank you, Mr. Rahul Rasgotra, for your precious time, your kind words to the association and the community here. I take extreme pride in introducing to you our next guest, our guest of honor, whom I'll be naming momentarily. On this occasion of national significance that we have gathered here, I'm sure all of you would be extremely proud to know that we have an Indian independence freedom fighter with us here today. This was back in the 47s, 45s, and so on, where as a student, Our next guest, our guest of honor, was involved in a lot of freedom fighting activities with various stalwarts of those times. I am not very aware. I've just met him a few moments right before I got here. So I let him talk about his past history. He's very special to us, the India Association. The reason being, he was the founder of the association back in 1961. This was, if people remember, I didn't know this till I joined the association, that we are about 5 decades old, almost. We were founded by Dr. Archibald Benson, who I'm naming right now, who's just walking up the stage, in 1961, and he has been the president of this association after that 7 times. Not in a row, but at various points during these 5 decades. And has been constantly involved in all the activities every committee, year after year, takes up, with his guidance, with his wisdom, and all his perseverance and commitment to the association. With that said, I would also say he's a doctorate in communications. And so I would like to address him as Dr. Archibald Benson. I would like all of you to welcome him. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Archibald Benson. Thank you.
Reminding me, so I don't know if I'll be able to read my notes or not, but thank you very much for the honor bestowed on me on this occasion. And I'm very grateful to the committee, to the president and others for making this possible for me. And I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. Okay, that's just a few words before I go into my text. I don't know, some of you, I think most of you know that this day used to be our Independence Day, January 26th. And at that time, the All India Congress Committee used to meet and pass resolutions about freedom of India. And that time culminated into passing a very great